A secret lover? Farrah Fawcett died with her longtime boyfriend by her side, but what did her will reveal about another man in her life? Farrah Fawcett had three great loves in her life: her husband, Lee Majors, her longtime boyfriend, Ryan O'Neal, and her son with Ryan, Redmond O'Neal. However, a fourth man has also come forward, alleging that he and Fawcett had a passionate secret love affair that spanned decades. Fawcett and Majors were married from 1973 to 1982, and he's credited with launching her acting career and the iconic red swimsuit poster she was known for. But People reported that Majors made the error of asking his buddy Ryan O'Neal to check on his wife while he was away filming, resulting in Majors being kicked to the curb. Fawcett never married O'Neal, but they were in a tumultuous relationship for 18 years. Following their split, they remained close as they co-parented their son, and Fawcett reunited with O'Neal to care for him after he was diagnosed with leukemia in 2001. He managed to survive leukemia, but sadly, Fawcett wasn't so lucky. She died from anal cancer in 2009. However, the tragic news was quickly overshadowed by Michael Jackson's unexpected death just hours later. Still, O'Neal was plunged into grief as he struggled to come to terms with his loss. He also became entangled in a messy lawsuit over Fawcett's possessions. Given Redmond O'Neal's struggles with addiction and Farrah Fawcett's cancer battle, it's difficult to imagine how she found time for a secret romance. However, car wash owner Greg Lott begs to differ. He claims they had a tryst at the University of Texas, reignited the spark in 1998, and forged a romance that lasted until the actor's death. He told ABC News, "Farrah Fawcett and I reunited in a relationship, a loving, consensual, one-on-one relationship.
No other boyfriends, no other girlfriend."
O'Neal and Fawcett were photographed together regularly, and he was right by Fawcett's side until her last breath, sleeping next to her hospital bed. A friend of Fawcett told People, "The night before she died, he was talking and talking, leading up to the story of when he first met Farrah. It was his way of telling her how much he loved her. She looked over at me and rolled her eyes, and then she smiled." So where was Lott at the time?
He kept me from seeing the love of my life before she died.
The former UT footballer showed off evidence he feels supports his relationship claims, including what he says are handwritten love letters and some old photos of them.
I know what I had with her. He didn't have that. He blew it.
Greg Lott's alleged secret romance with Farrah Fawcett was revealed during a deposition he gave for the University of Texas lawsuit against Ryan O'Neal. Before her death, Fawcett bestowed her art collection, which included 2 Andy Warhol prints of her, to her alma mater. However, they only received one, as Ryan O'Neal kept the other. The university sued the actor, demanding he hand over the silkscreen, worth around $12 million. O'Neal insisted Warhol had gifted him the painting, so it was his and not Fawcett's. Meanwhile, Ryan fired off a defamation lawsuit against Hollywood producer Craig Nevius for accusing him of stealing the pricey print. Following years of legal wrangling, the university eventually settled and Ryan kept the painting. He also won his suit against Nevius. Radar Online obtained a copy of Fawcett's will. There was no mention of Ryan in it, but she did leave $4.5 million to their son Redmond. In addition, she left $500,000 to her nephew and $500,000 to her father, James Fawcett. Interestingly, she also left $100,000 to Greg Lott, begging the question, are his claims true? One thing's for certain, Lott faced off with O'Neal on at least one occasion. Things became heated between the two when Lott confronted O'Neal outside of his Brentwood home, accusing him of controlling Fawcett during her final days.